Hi everyone, Uncle Tech here. In this video, we are going to talk about something that not many car owners emphasis on. It's something that we often overlook, and that is the oil drain plug, or some may call it oil sump bolt. This is actually a very basic and important component in the car that when not used properly will result in issues like oil leaks or even needing to change the whole oil pan, which is costly for some cars. First, we look at how drain plugs are categorized. A typical drain plug will have the bolt size and the thread size. In this example, there are bolt sizes of M12, M14, M16, and M20, with thread sizes of 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and so on. Most drain plugs also comes with a gasket. This gasket is important to avoid oil from seeping out. They are usually made of aluminum, copper, paper, plastics, or even a combination of metal and rubber. Now, let's look at some of the drain plugs I have for comparison. This is from Toyota Vios at M12 x 1.25 and paper gasket. This is generic China made with magnet at the tip, M12 x 1.5. I will talk more about the damaged threads later. These two are the same size. They are made of aluminum. Next would be this Worx branded drain plug. It costs 4 times the price of the generic one. And it is made of steel. As you can see, magnet is sticking to it. But not on this generic one, where the magnet will not stick to the aluminum part. As test sample, we have an oil pan taken from a Perodua MyV. It uses M12 x 1.25 drain plug size. Some other cars that uses the same size would be Toyota Vios, Altis, and Camry. And now even more drain plugs. This is the original drain plug that comes with this oil pan. This one you already know it comes from Toyota Vios. This is a new drain plug that I bought from a local parts shop, and it is for Perodua MyV with a copper gasket. This one on the right is taken from Honda City. Drain plug size is M12 x 1.5. And here is a new drain plug used for a Honda motorcycle. It is also M12 x 1.5 and it is magnetic too. These three on the right are generic chip magnetic plug made of aluminum and anodized magnetic core. This is M12 times 1.5 and so is the red one. Sorry for the blur close-up. And this is M12 times 1.25. Now, let's try them drain plugs. This original plug goes in smoothly as you should see. No problem. This one for your Toyota is the same tread size, so it should have no problem going in. See, easy. And yeah, if you do not have a spare washer, actually you can turn this around, flip this to the other side and use this for a second time. And yup, this one also should work, no problem. Now let's try these Honda plugs. Magnets. Okay, as you can see, it should not be able to go in further because of the different thread size. It is important not to force turn the plugs. I learned this the hard way. This one also is 1.5 thread size, so it should not be turning in. Yep, it gets stuck. If you compare these two plugs, actually you can see their thread size is quite different. The 1.5 one would look a bit slightly bigger gap. Now, for the reason I made this video, look at these two bolts. This is 1.25, so it has no problem spinning in. Look, easy, right? Spinning out, no problem. As for the 1.5, let's try. Yup, initially it can spin a bit and then it will eventually get stuck. Yeah, there. It will not spin anymore without force. This is the M12 times 1.5 that I force turn. Initially, I didn't know, so I force turn it, causing the thread to damage. Yeah, why I bought this? Because there is a mix of information from online sellers. They are giving wrong information on the drain plug size for my V. Because of that, I bought the wrong drain plug size. When I was turning in the bolt, it got a bit stuck. Not realizing it, I turned the bolt using wrench and it did not take much effort. Like over here. This is actually quite easy to turn when the oil pan is bolted on the engine. It went in easily and didn't leak initially. The leak came when I reused it the second time, not knowing that the thread is already damaged and it causes oil leaks. Look at this metal shard. Dangerous it is. You're thinking the oil filter should trap it, right? Probably yes, but all oil filters also have a bypass for when oil filter is too dirty or during cold start. Now, when I try to use the correct plug size again, I can feel the plug getting a bit resistant. Take note of this as an indication of the thread either on the bolt or the pan has damage. In my case, since the bolt is made of aluminum and the oil pan made of steel, the one that is softer get damaged, which is the bolt. I was lucky for not using wrong steel drain plug. Conclusion is to always use the correct size for your drain plug and never over tighten it or force turning it. Use aluminum drain plug if possible because it will not cross thread your oil pan. These generic drain plugs should be good for 2 to 3 uses, and since it is cheap, not a problem changing them as needed. And for your information, steels are actually quite cheaper than aluminum. Anyway, hope this is information for you. Thanks for your time and please like, share and subscribe.